frozen shoulder, can't lift all the way, I got you covered. What you will need is a massage gun. I put some links in the video description that you can easily pick them up. It would be great if you already own one, but let's say if you don't have one, a tennis ball would do some good, but definitely this is much better. Some of you might be saying, hey, wait up, you're saying that all I need is a massage gun and then we can fix frozen shoulder? Stuff that I've been going to clinics and doctors and whatnot? Yes. Here's why. Most of us are so damn sedentary that we immediately notice the lack of range that we have in our arms. But we don't notice the lack of range that we get in our legs. What I'm trying to say is that in our day-to-day, when we are usually walking, most people, they walk at quite a slow pace. Most people, you don't find yourself doing these things. And if you compare one leg, the left versus the right, I may find that, oh, it's a little bit of resistance over here. If I get a little bit of resistance over here, what do? I take my massage gun, find some points, having some adhesion. Adhesion is the thing that we're going to be addressing in this video. We solve the adhesion, solve the tightness, and we open up range of motion. If you're looking into this video because you do suffer from frozen shoulder on a regular basis, or you're having it right now, chances are you probably also suffer some knee pain or some back pain. The good news is the principles in this video are going to be helping you, whether it's sciatica or frozen shoulder, because essentially the same concept. I'm going to go through some explanations before we begin. So stick with me right here. And afterward, I'm going to show you with this massage gun how to clear some frozen shoulder symptoms. Try and think of someone that you know that has perhaps very firm forearm or very firm calves, right? Is it good or bad? It's actually not good. A firm calf is one where I'm able to kind of like jiggle this back and forth. So the muscle in between, I'm able to move it back and forth. And I can do the same thing with here. I can kind of like move this whole piece over here, all right? Which what that means is that the fascia is moving well. The fascia is like this layer in between. Think of it as I have this cup over here. So it's a cup of coffee. If the coffee was the muscle and the cup was the fascia, fascia is what's containing the muscle. Let's say if you put the cup of coffee in the freezer, what do you get? The coffee hardens into ice and it sticks to the cup. The same thing happens in our muscles too. It could be your shoulder, it could be any part of the body that's having these aches and pains and soreness or tenderness, right? It's because where it's supposed to be fluid, it is stuck. So the purpose of the massage gun is the same as when we're making these popsicles, right? What do? To get the popsicle out, we can perhaps, knock on it from different angles, and perhaps there could be some mechanical expansion of the plastic, or we could run some warm water around this, or we could dip this into water, and then we can easily pull out the popsicle. Does that make sense? The frozen shoulder is the same as when, let's say, if I didn't stretch my legs out properly after a run, or perhaps after a legs workout, and then I find that, maybe my right leg can only go up to here, and I feel a tightness at the back over here, just under my glutes. So what do? I loosen it. Think of it as the popsicle. We're going to try and loosen the popsicle from the popsicle container. We heat it up, the top layer melts, and if we were to compare it to the anatomy of our body, do you know what actually happens? When you apply this massage gun, the stimulation from the massage gun stimulates the production of hyaluronic acid. That's right, hyaluronic acid is the same thing that vain men and women get injections into their face to make the face look fuller. So hyaluronic acid can be produced through stimulation. And that is also the reason why we have Koreans with their special face mask that they don't need to go for these injections and jabs, but with their face mask, which stimulates hyaluronic acid production, therefore their faces look youthful. I don't actually use one. I'm 41, by the way. Maybe I should, because I appreciate this principle. So anyway, now it's tight, right? But through stimulation, through mechanical stimulation, I'm actually targeting certain parts because I do have some frozen shoulder today, right now, because yesterday I did rope climbing training. And I didn't do a proper warm down. It's a very typical condition that I have with my legs. I'm just using the same principles to my arm, my shoulder. Later on in this video, I'm going to be showing you where are the spots that you wish to target in order to loosen up a frozen shoulder. Isn't this great? Save this video. If you think that this is making sense, drop some comments down below. If you even a certain aha moment, just comment down below what the aha moment is for you so that other people watching this video about frozen shoulder can benefit as well. Those of you who follow me on my YouTube shorts, I post my workout videos on a daily basis. It's kind of like my fitness accountability. So maybe about 1 week worth of videos ago, I talked that I signed up for Chong Xie's hyperfascial training program. It is the study of the human fascia. Coach Chong, he studies how top athletes are ultimately fascial driven. And the fascial driven that we're talking about is actually that of glutes dominance. This is what enables certain athletes that do not have much musculature to run faster, jump higher, or exhibit very high degrees of proprioception. High degrees of proprioception is like, let's say, having a very good control that you're dribbling and juggling a soccer ball. That's high degree of instinctive reflexes. And that's because perhaps these people also have a very good articulation of their body. Such we all know finger articulation, but what about toe articulation? For me, before I joined this program, my toe articulation was totally shit because I didn't even think about it. But now I can even do things, have a toe touch separately from the rest of my toes, right? This is a huge step for me. And to be able to do gripping actions or to even snap. I can't snap on this side yet, but I'll get there. For glutes dominance athlete, we have the fascia for the lower part. Everything on the back is posterior. It's called the posterior chain. So there are two centers of the posterior chain. One is in the glutes, the largest muscle of the body. And a large part of the fascia runs through the glutes. But another part of it runs in our lats. Exactly. That's why we're here. Frozen shoulder, lats, right? From our nerve ending. This is what they call, the finger to lats connection. Over here, we have the foot to glutes connection. For those of you who ride a bike, it could be an electric bike or a scooter or a motorbike. Why I didn't say bicycle is because a bicycle is much lighter than an electric bike or a motorbike or a scooter. If you have ridden these heavy bikes before, initially you'll find that, it's so hard to control. I got to use so much core. When I turn and counterbalance, I'm using heavily my triceps on one side and my biceps on the other. But don't you realize at some point that after a while, it becomes kind of relaxed and you don't actually feel it so much in your biceps or your triceps or your shoulders, but you kind of feel it in your lats. Ever thought about that? Drop me an aha in the comments down below if you ever had that feeling. Because I recently understood that too after I started my HFT course. I was like, now that you mentioned it, where I ride an electric bicycle when the traffic is heavy to send my kids off to school, and car in the evening when traffic is less. With this sense of the finger to lats connection, I also realized that, hey, I've become better at being able to make sudden adjustments onto road conditions. Now, with all that theory in place, now that you know a little bit more about what's happening. So if I have leg tightness, I'm a plyometric athlete. What I've been doing on a daily basis now, I massage a lot of my butt with my tennis ball. I also massage the sole of my feet with a tennis ball as well. And sometimes I also use this. And if I have a tightness or adhesion on the inner thigh, some people, they'll tell you want to break the fascia so that the blood can circulate. It's not true. The mechanical friction stimulates the production of hyaluronic acid, allowing the fascia and the fibers to detach, and then you get alleviated from this pain that's caused by tension. As a result, you have freedom of movement. So if a lot of the nerve endings and the fascia is in the foot going through our legs, sometimes these pains can be localized or the pains can be like a phantom pain, right? So the same thing happens. If you have a massage gun, try to massage the palm, right? As you massage the palm, sometimes you can feel that a different part is being relieved. It's interesting, right? So what I'm going to be showing to you today may work for me, but a different spot may work for you. Such as, I'm doing this, I'm feeling relief over here. But for you, it could be a different part. Where are the major parts? Actually, hands and here. All right, this is the lats. So if I go to the lats directly, and for me, sometimes I find, that's a good spot. I feel some tenderness right there. definitely some adhesion. All right. So if you feel some tenderness, there's definitely some adhesion going over there. So I want to be able to stimulate it, and then I want to have the hyaluronic acid get produced. And then moments later, just after the stimulus, I feel that the tenderness being reduced, blood can circulate, causing for recovery. Better, much better. And then I felt the spot over here. That too is being relieved. Let's find another spot here. Yeah, that's good. Frozen shoulder, what it really is. Earlier, I gave you this example. So we want to loosen the required areas so that we can take out the popsicle from the case. Earlier, it was that spot. Now it seems to be this spot over here. And after I do this, I should feel relief. And sometimes you're feeling like impingement. So if you just go on the impingement spot, it's not really going to help you very much. Sometimes you ask a friend or a relative, could you just massage me? But no, you find that the relief does not come from there. And just try as you may, it's not helping. But if I'd show you in this video and let me know if you try this and you get a good result from it, I'd love to hear from you. So the comments will help more people to discover this video. That's how YouTube works. The more engagement, it knows that this is relevant content. So help more people like how I've helped you in this video by commenting and interacting with this video. So as I'm doing this, I feel that my range is a little bit better. Okay, still feeling a bit of tightness around here. Yeah, I feel a spot. I feel a spot right here. Spot here. Breathe normally as you do it. And sometimes I know your shoulder is a bit frozen. And if you do not have the benefit of someone helping you with this, then what you can also do is that you can use your other arm to support as you find. So just find a spot. I feel a spot over here. So I'm going to hold my arm and just keep it on that spot. What you might be feeling, it could be a dull pain. Right? So it's like a dull discomfort. And then afterward, just check your range of motion again. It's much better. Any more tightness? Still a little bit of tightness. So something running around in this area, I'll try and find it again by going through my hands. If I get some kind of a phantom sensation, it might give me an idea of which area to go at, not this time around. So I'm going to continue and find a spot. You will know it when you get the right spot. It will be tender, it will be dull, a dull sensation. And look here, I'm pushing my arm up to give me a better range of motion. So that's a good spot. And I am feeling very mobile right now. I think it's down to 10%. Still a little bit of impingement due to some tightness. It's very often not a localized pain. So that's one of the big discoveries, not a localized pain. I'm doing both arm movements so I can compare. Right. And twist, the elbows up. Yeah, with this, I relieved my little bit frozen shoulder from yesterday's rope climbing training right here for you guys on this video. And now it feels so much better. For some of you, I know you've been chronically suffering from this, but isn't it great to know how easy it is to fix this problem? More power, more freedom to you. Drop a like, be sure to share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more. For another great video like this, watch this one over here.